most of them in South Philadelphia and Delaware County. Atlantic Electric in New Jersey reports just a few hundred outages, and in the state of Delaware, no power problems are reported at this hour. News 10 meteorologist John Belaris is live in the Earthwatch Weather Center with word on what we got and what's to come. John.
Hey, Renee, it was a much-needed rain. Got a lot of it, and it fell during the week instead of the weekend, so that's some good news. Let's take a look at the radar. We got hosed down this afternoon and tonight. That's 11 o'clock this morning, and keep the Doppler running right through 11 o'clock tonight. Look at all that rain, the heaviest rain across southern Jersey and down the shore. That's the very latest. It is now moving out to sea. How much rain did we get? Look at that, anywhere from 1.5 inches to over 3 inches down the shore. 3.10 still raining in Atlantic City, 1.82 at Stone Harbor. So we're catching up on the rain deficit today. We're about 5 inches short of the rain bucket. Last week at this time, we were 7.5 inches short. I'll be back in just a little bit with a sneak peek into the weekend, Renee.
All right, John.
Okay.
Of course, you can count on News 10 to bring you continuing coverage of the stormy weather. For the very latest, tune in tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. for News 10 Today.
It's raining here all day. Good day to have the umbrella handy, huh, John?
Yeah, but they'll be getting the rain in the vineyard tonight. It's moving that way right now. It's a good day to have the umbrella handy. Still getting pounded down the shore. We'll show you the radar in just a moment. It's been a nasty day, but you know what? We needed the rain. Let's check out what we have right now at one of our WeatherNet schools, Tally Middle School in Wilmington, Delaware. High today on seasonally cool 67, low of 63, standing at 65 degrees right now. Look at Tally. They picked up almost 2 inches of rain. All right, let's check it out for you this hour. The normal high for today is 84. We only got up to 69 degrees today. The record high, 99, set back in 1983. We got hosed down this afternoon and tonight. Temperatures kind of cool in the 60s to the mid-50s. It is raining just about everywhere. Light rain from the city points west, but still under the gun down in Atlantic City, down towards Wildwood. Look at the Doppler radar past 3 hours. This was 3 hours ago. The heaviest rain, the bright red, moving towards the shoreline right now. Atlantic City getting a heavy thunderstorm over the past 3 hours. How much rain did we pick up? Anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain. Right outside our studios, a little bit over 2. Doylestown, 1.75, 1.90. Abington and at the airport officially, 1.55. Now down the shore, Atlantic City, 3.10 as of 10 o'clock. The past hour, they picked up 1.39, over 4 inches of rain and still coming down. Stone Harbor, 1.82. How much rain? As of this morning, for the entire season, 1997, 20.34. Today, we add 1.55, total of 21.89, so still about 5 inches short. Your forecast officially for tonight, heavy rain ends down the shore by 1 a.m. Then leftover showers, 70 in the city, 55 north and west. Tomorrow, much better day. Early clouds and some sunshine, maybe a late day shower, 77 degrees. 5-day forecast, moving on into your weekend. Thursday, again, that shower.
The Franklin Institute forecast with David Rogers.
And good evening, everyone. If today's rain was a little much for you, just hang in there. We did get a lot of rain, but look at all the clear sky across portions of the Midwest. That will eventually find its way into our weather picture. Here's what's left of some of the activity as it exits off the coast of New Jersey and Delaware. But take a look, another batch of rain and thunderstorms across the Great Lakes. Most of that will stay away from us, but a shower or two of that activity could find its way across our sky between tomorrow into Friday. Take a look at some of the rainfall amounts. Over 2 inches of rain in Wilmington. Baltimore picking up almost 3 inches, just about 1.5 inches in Philadelphia. Allentown picking up 99/100ths of an inch of rain and just over 1.5 inches in Atlantic City. And again, the heaviest activity continues to move across the eastern sections of New Jersey. There's the reason for it. A low pressure center, which is right now off to our south and west. Soggy weather, at least the heaviest activity now moving off the coast up towards some sections of New England. There are some pockets of clearing off to the west. And as you take a look at our radar picture, you can see where most of the heavier rains are. The brighter echoes show where some of the heavy activity is falling right now across portions of Atlantic City into the southern sections of New Jersey. That will soon exit off the coast. Look how the rest of the state is clearing out very nicely. And looks like we're going to start to see a drying trend, but still not quite under the woods. As you take a look at our storm tracker activity, you can see the brighter colors show the heaviest activity in New Jersey right now. All of this tracking in a northeasterly direction, but still some wraparound showers to our west. And again, that's going to be the trend at least over the next few hours. If you're an allergy sufferer, certainly the rain has helped. Mold spores are running very high, but weeds and other ragweeds continue to run at a moderate pace. Here's a look into the future with your forecast. And again, kind of a mix of clouds and sunshine both Thursday and Friday. Only about a 30% chance of showers both days. Temperatures in the upper 70s. 75 on Saturday, and Sunday and Monday look great. Lots of sun and temperatures in the upper 70s. That's your forecast for now. Have a great day.
Is it going to stop with this rain?
It's going to stop very soon. As a matter of fact, in the greater Philadelphia area, things have really let up. But folks down at the Jersey Shore are just getting pounded. It'll be several hours down there before the rain moves away. Rainfall totals impressive. Through 10 o'clock tonight, Philadelphia well over 1.5 inches. Northeast Philly, even more than that. Look at Atlantic City, close to 3 inches of rain, and they're getting probably their heaviest rain right now. Wilmington, Delaware, well over 2 inches of rain. So it turned out to be the soaker that we anticipated. There's the storm center, there's the frontal system. The heavy rain's now just starting to ease off. Take a look at this shot on action radar. You can see what we're talking about. Atlantic City area just completely getting hit very, very hard, extending all the way up to a little bit east of Trenton there, but the entire line. We'll go about a little wider now on action radar, and you'll see the system. There's that one major cell there. We'll set that in motion for you. You can see the movement of the system as things really start to generate right there, and that system just kind of walks on to the Jersey Shore. They're going to have some minor tidal flooding down there in the morning. With all the heavy rain continuing, there's going to be problems down at the Jersey Shore come tomorrow morning. They've got them right now, and they're just going to get more rain until probably about 2 or 3 in the morning. Another little frontal system here going by to the north, so we get some more instability come tomorrow, but it's going to be much better than today in terms of less rainfall. Call from AccuWeather is we're going to try to dry. Still in the 50s in the Poconos, 60 in Allentown, 63 in Wilmington, 72 in Dover. Down at the shore, 73, 72, but there again you see that intensity of thunderstorms and heavy rains just pocketed right down here. Live on Sky 6, here is the scene. There is the city. Got that cloud cover and haze, just misty conditions, just hanging on. Present temperature reading 67 degrees, humidity 90%. The barometer 2978, it's steady. Look at the winds out of the east, 14 miles an hour, gust 21 miles an hour. The ocean water temperature is 69 degrees. In the northeast, we're posting 65, 66 outside the station, and then 67 is the number for Center City, the airport, and Camden. The exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast tonight will be damp and cloudy, maybe some light shower activity in the greater Philadelphia area.
An unusual storm is bringing heavy rain and strong winds to the northeast tonight. Hello, I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Jeff Morrow. We've also been monitoring some powerful thunderstorms scattered across the south and the mid-Atlantic. We'll get to those in just a moment. It looks like the Outer Banks about ready to get hit pretty hard. But first, a very unusual sight this afternoon on the southeast coast of Massachusetts. Looks like this guy was taking some pictures of his kids playing there in Cape Cod Bay, and look what popped up. A water spout. Now, on the radar, there were no significant rain showers in the area, but that's not to say a water spout can't form. Some very unstable air aloft. Got the air twisting there just a bit, and it was way off in the distance out in the middle of Cape Cod Bay. Kind of unusual. Philadelphia, kind of unusual to get an all-day rain out with temperatures stuck in the 60s, but that's exactly what happened. Dave, you're from Philadelphia. Have you been there right on Market Street?
9th and Market, sure.
Yeah.
Been there.
And these folks probably wish they weren't out on Market Street today, just kind of a washout. And it looks like most of the heavy rain is over for Philadelphia, having moved a little farther east, but it's going to be a little while longer before we can completely clear things out. And I can just about guarantee you that it's going to be a rather coolish next couple of days as these two areas of low pressure congeal into one low here. This low appears to be taking over a bit and really piling the wind and maybe a little bit of water up along the Jersey Shore, up on Long Island, as well as maybe the southern coastal areas of Connecticut and Rhode Island. There are still some flood watches in effect here from the Catskills in New York to maybe the extreme northeast Poconos, but some of the heaviest rain actually has been a bit farther to the south. Let's go to some rainfall tallies. Hopefully these will be freshly updated. Do we have them? There they are. Yes, as of 11 p.m. I'd like to thank Melissa Tuttle out in the Forecast Center. She just updated these for us. Look at Dover. Well over 5.5 inches of rain. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Dave and I were just noticing that in the last 15 minutes they've gotten another inch, so they're up to 5.17. That Baltimore rain was a record for the date. Philadelphia over 1.5 inches of rain, but it seems like in southern Jersey as well as on over into Delaware, that appears to be where the heaviest rain has been falling. Let's go ahead and show you the radar in the northeast. The rain just now getting into Boston. And it's rather windy, particularly down here on Martha's Vineyard, out to Nantucket and out onto the Cape where they had the water spout today. I don't think we'll see any more water spouts, but it's just going to be kind of a chilly washout. Still heavier rain around New York City, working on about 1 inch of rain there so far. But again, where you see these bright oranges here in southern Jersey, we're going to have to talk about some flooding problems here. I mean, well over 5 inches there in Atlantic City already. That water doesn't have anywhere to go. And it's going to be flooding here in spots and still raining heavily in places around Dover all the way down toward Rehoboth Beach in Delaware. And the storms keep reforming there over central Delaware. That's not good news here, folks. You get a situation like this, that's nasty. I mean, we're getting training going on here. We could be talking about 5, 6, 7 inches of rain before all said and done there. What's happening is a big trough is carving itself out here in the east. We'll talk more about this forecast in a moment. But again, as the storm winds up, the winds pick up a bit. The gale warnings are up from Chatham to Sandy Hook. And at times of high tide, we'll have to watch out for some coastal flooding. Let's go back to Dave.
Well, Jeff, I just checked in on Atlantic City. You can take that total now up to 6 inches. The rain is just coming down like crazy. Please stay away from flooded roadways. That's a possibility, especially near the marsh. Well, in the Pacific Northwest, you've had more rain today, too, but it's coming from an unusual source. Here we are in, where are we? We're near Tulsa. Along with the heavy rain, this region had also wind gusts to 60 miles an hour, which brought down some trees. And in the Pacific Northwest, it was a gray day, very unusual for this time of year. This was due to the remnants of a tropical storm that passed by almost right over us here in Portland. It was really something. So precipitation is really making news. Look at the moisture now streaming out through Washington State. That's the remnants of that tropical storm headed right on up the coast. Last night at this time it was raining like we couldn't believe in San Francisco. Some of the rainfall totals down the coast at Big Sur, 1.37. Oakland checks in with over 1 inch of rain for the day. Unbelievable. Portland, Oregon, 0.76. San Francisco, 0.73. Toledo, Washington, still a few sprinkles around. And even in Sacramento, that rain was totaled early this morning, shortly after midnight. We've never had any measurable rainfall on August 20th in Sacramento until today. And the temperatures were cool, too, in the 70s for the most part in the Central Valley. And only 66 in Portland. Yesterday's high was 84, so we had quite a turnaround. And with that tropical storm heading northward, that really helped to poke this ridge of high pressure up. Look how high it was in Boise, and a record high was felt in Pocatello, Oregon at 103 earlier today. There's our tropical storm, or the remnants thereof, leaving the country.
John F. Kennedy Jr. used his magazine George to criticize his cousins, Michael and Joseph. You heard about that? Well, now Michael and Joseph started their own magazine. They're criticizing him. Maybe you've seen this on the stand. It's called Drunk and Horny Magazine. There they are right there.
Oregon and Washington. Now it's up here in British Columbia with just a few showers left over in Washington, Idaho, and